think I look at my journey and I feel really proud of myself. No, I stepped over it because as a child, while growing up, I was always judged for the way I look. And honestly, one thing, we all should know that when you are true to your work, when you're honest, and you know how to bring everybody in harmony so that your product is good, everybody loves you and everybody helps you to please everyone, to keep everybody happy. We have to be little fake, and इतने सारे लोगों को hurt करके अगर मैं अपनी खुशी के लिए दूसरों को hurt करती हूँ तो मैं भी खुश नहीं रह पाऊंगी.
Thank you so much, Jasmine, for your time for India Podcast. It's a real pleasure to have you with us.
Same here, pleasure is mine. I'm quite excited. What are we going to talk about?
So we're going to talk about something I think you have always stood up for it. That is to grow beyond judgment. I think you're one of the few people we know in industry and in the celebrated world, who's always been so real. You've been called someone very frank, out there, real. So I think it's always because you might have grown beyond the judgment of not judging others and maybe not taking the judgment too easily. So I want to start with that. What was the last judgment you faced up until you came and sat here? ऐसा कोई moment था किसी ने आपको judge किया या आपने किसी को judge किया? हो जाता है ना, it's human.
See, I am somebody who never judges anybody for anything from where we are coming. I believe everybody has a journey, and we are certain way because of our journeys. And we should never judge because it's the circumstances that shape us the way we are. So the last person to ever judge anybody, judgment. See, we live in an Asian society where we are bound to be judged because we are women.
Sure.
It's and every minute, you can see somebody looking with you from the corner of their eyes, trying to judge you just because you're a woman. You're supposed to behave in a certain way, and that happens to all of us every minute. The moment we step out.
What was the last moment you felt so?
Abhi to I've been around family, so recently to nothing. Last, I think I was traveling because I've been traveling a lot on a flight, and I was very busy with like my 2 phones and this and that. So a guy came up to me and asked me, you look like a very busy person. You have two phones, and I was like, was he sitting and judging me throughout that, what do I do? What kind of a profession I am in just because I have 2 phones? And I was like, I think you should mind your own business because you're in a queue to board the flight. And he was judging me throughout that. He was like, no, you come across like you have 2 phones. I was like, what does this even mean? Like, what is going on in your head? Just because a woman is taking a late night flight and she's busy, occupied with things. So I don't know what all he had in his mind.
But you're right, Jasmine, you gave us a lead there to understand. If I look at your journey, you've been out there very outspoken about it was not easy. I mean, just because today you've made it, you have got opportunity, you could encash it. It has never been easy for you up until now. You still put yourself there. Can you tell me, how do you relate to your journey, if I have to say? Do you look at your journey as like, I've struggled through, it's been a struggler's journey? Because being a woman, we all know, we are always accused, victim card khel rahe ho, women ho to kya hai? But you have had your journey, it is your own. How do you define it? Was it a struggler one? Was it good? You were content with it? So from your journey, how do you define that? Like, how do you look at your journey?
I think I look at my journey and I feel really proud of myself, because I never cared about what others say, others think. At a very early age, I realized that, I am responsible for my own life. My success and my failures are both my responsibility. Nobody is going to come and, be my support system. People will come and give me sympathy. They'll really provide me their shoulder to cry on.
True.
But nobody is going to be a part of this journey the way I want it to be. So I never cared about anybody, whatever imperfections and flaws also I had. I always owned them because I think it's the best way to approach your life, that, own it and accept it, whatever you think, the flaws that you have, because nobody is perfect.
True that.
And the society and people around us will always be judging us. Okay, even if I do something right, I'll be judged. If I do something wrong, oh my god, then it becomes a big thing. So then it's better I just concentrate on my dreams, my ambitions, and my goals, and blocked myself from everything else apart.
It's so nice to hear this from you, because we almost find you not so filtered out, but then your thoughts are so filtered, so I think it just balances out. But we'll play this quick thing, not a game, just a thought that you can share with us in an anecdote form. Is the moment that you stepped beyond judgment in your childhood days? ऐसा कोई इंसिडेंट जहाँ आपको बहुत जज किया उस टाइम in your childhood days, any memory, and you just stepped over it, or you failed to step over it?
No, I stepped over it because as a child, while growing up, I was always judged for the way I looked.
Okay.
I was always
That's
judged
pretty.
for.
Pretty. How can you be judged?
Thank you. No, but while growing up as a child, I was always made to feel that I'm not pretty, I'm ugly, I'm dark, I have so many acnes, and just the skinniest girl in the school. I was always judged for it. But it never stopped me, because एक होता है ना कि आप जज हो के आप थोड़ा इंट्रोवर्ट हो जाते हो, आप दब जाते हो. As a child in school, you stop participating in activities and things that happen, and you're not an active student. As a child also, those judgments never bothered me. I knew, okay, they all make fun of the way I look. As a teenager, when you're growing up, everybody starts dating, and we start understanding the process of, oh, this boy likes this girl, and nobody liked me because of my look. But that never bothered me. I had great set of friends I would enjoy. I was always in the front row when there were any activities being planned. There were events, whether it was co-curricular activities, my studies. I never felt that I lacked anything. I never felt.
What led you to not feel so? Because it is very common, if so much of suppression and judgment comes, बहुत normal है to feel secluded or introvert or pile on or take revenge. So what worked for you?
No. What worked for me is, I've always had this attitude, and also it comes to me from my mother. My mother always raised me in a way where she just told me, you think about yourself, you do your good, you be your right, and don't let anybody else's opinion stop you. Like, for example, I'll tell you a small incident. We used to go to a gurdwara every day evening. It was a routine, and we used to pass one really lonely lane, and I started observing a guy who used to look at me very weirdly. Okay. So I told my mom, as a child, I got intimidated. I told, let's take another route. She asked me why. I still remember it because it made a huge change to my life. So then she told me why. So I told her, because of this guy, and I feel uncomfortable. I think I don't know what he's judging us or what is wrong. So my mom said, you'll meet a lot of people who'll judge you, who'll intimidate you in your life. How many, उन्होंने हिंदी में बोला, तुम कितने रास्ते बदलोगी? You're not supposed to do that. एक दिन रास्ते खत्म हो जाएंगे, लोग खत्म नहीं होंगे with their opinions and judgments. You need to go and face it. What is wrong? And she took me, and that was the first incident where she taught me how to face it and not change my path, but rather be on it without bothering about anything else.
It is such a strong inspiration, and you took it in the right manner, because that's pretty strong. Also in the industry, now that we see your recent movie Honeymoon in Punjabi industry, how is the whole space been to work in different industry, different language? You worked in South films also, so can you tell me how has your transition been or experience been in different industry, in the different state, to say so, not industry?
I won't call it a transition, I'll just call it experience. I started from South when I was very young. I was 19, I was 20, yes. I didn't know anything. So that was my learning period. That is where I learned. It was a schooling time for me, and then I came to Bombay, we did television, and now Punjabi industry. My experience was fabulous. People were so warm, so loving, and honestly, one thing we all should know, that when you are true to your work, when you're honest, and you know how to bring everybody in harmony so that your product is good, everybody loves you and everybody helps you, because at the end of the day, everybody is working hard to make a good product. And if you know how to get along with people and be honest to your work, people appreciate it.
But how different was it, Jasmine? Because there is a kind of a opinion about South films are so different. Today, OTT has kind of balanced it out. Now you see Punjabi, every industry, every state films are respected equally, rather larger than life. So do you think you've stepped in the right time? You're lucky for that, because up to pura environment change ho gaya. Pehle it was very much, oh, you've just worked in South film, you've not worked in North films, or you're a TV celebrity. So how things have played for you?
Yeah. पर्सनली ये जो डिफरेंसेस थे इनसे मुझे कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता था, बिकॉज आई वांटेड टू वर्क, आई एम एन आर्टिस्ट, आई गॉट अपॉर्चुनिटी डाउन साउथ, आई डिड दैट, आई गॉट अपॉर्चुनिटी टेलीविजन, आई गेव माई बेस्ट, आई गॉट अपॉर्चुनिटी फॉर माई पंजाबी फिल्म, आई डिड इट. For me, that taboo of, oh, आप television actor हो, आप ना, I have always been, मैं तो artist हूँ, whatever opportunity I will get, I will always do it. It doesn't matter to me. And trust me, right now is a very, very good time, because if you make a good thing, if your content is good, you will get recognition, you will get validation, people will love you, and it's going to be everywhere. So yeah, the time is very good, and I'm lucky that मैंने अपने आप को sustain और survive किया है ताकि मैं इस time तक पहुंच जाऊँ, where, you know, as artist I have multiple platforms and options.
I think you've excelled, and you've also set a bar for people who get stuck in taboo and use it ki I didn't have opportunity. You excelled in everywhere you stepped in, so you have set
whatever a bar opportunity. Yeah,
I think you have raised bar for every places you've been in. But there's one thing that women always face difficulty in, is we have identified as saying no. How often you have faced difficulty in saying no? I'll give you a situation. Say a no to a film or an offer which you genuinely felt was not great. How difficult was it for you?
It was not at all difficult for me, because it's work for me.
Yes.
I cannot be dishonest to my work. If I don't like it, no means no. I'll be very honest, and I clearly, bluntly say no.
Okay, saying no to a proposal from a guy because you're so sweet. I don't think you're very rude to anyone. So has it been difficult? Have you ever gone in that situation? We had to say.
I've been in that situation multiple times, but I say them very sweetly. See, it's a nice thing that, you know, I'm loved and somebody likes me and wants to be with me. So why to get rude? So I would say politely, sorry, this is not possible. That's really sweet of you, but can't happen. I say no easily.
I quite expected you to be very polite in that. Say no to an outfit that you never wanted to wear, or you just felt like under the pressure, because we know.
Sorry, I can't hear you. Network.
Any no that you have to say to the outfit?
One second.
Is my internet fluctuating or yours? Wait. Yeah, you can hear me now. You can't hear me? Am I not audible?
Now I can hear you, but last 20 seconds.
So the third situation is saying no to a costume or an outfit, even if you were all in alignment with the director, but you had to say no to something, the dialogue, script, costume, anything.
Yes, very easily. See, I am not a person who will do only anything which I don't want to.
Share us an anecdote, because we always think it is very difficult for artists to, in that situation, to, you know, take their own call.
See, the anecdote is, as an artist, screen पे आप ही दिखोगे.
Yes.
आपको परफॉर्म करना है, अपना बेस्ट देना है. स्क्रीन पे नीचे कोई सबटाइटल नहीं चलेगा कि oh, she was not happy with the costume, or she was not happy with this or that. So you have to take a stand. You have to say no, this is what I want to wear, this is how I want to look, and if I feel confident, I perform confidently, I perform well, and then only the entertainment will happen.
Yes.
So just you have to take a stand for yourself. What is a no is a no.
Yes, I think you have to be confident of what you want.
Exactly.
One more thing that we want to play a very short game with you is Judge the World. We have done a survey and we want to know your answer and how close you are to the answer. Then we have a small hamper for you. So we had done a survey on women are judged on their looks more than men.
Obviously, yes.
Yes. Okay, can you rate it in the percentage? Because we have a survey on the percentage of 100. How much do you think women are judged more on their looks than men?
I would say 90%.
Nice. I think you're very much close. It was 95% for the survey.
Because I think everybody judges us for even if we sneeze and oh, she sneezes like this.
I think men have more easy space to behave the way they want to in their living room and outside. It's pretty much taken in. Right? Like,
they chill out. You know why? Because they don't care. They say this is how it is, take it or leave it. We being, we are like, oh, if the moment something starts bothering us, we start reacting to it, and then the more it happens around us.
I think we have also set our standard too high. We want to be all that polished and like taken
perfect.
Yes. So you've set that standard. Second is women are put through more trials to be trusted as an actor than men. Do you believe in that?
No, I don't believe in that because, I see so many of my friends and male actors also. Everybody, to prove yourself as an artist. At the end of the day, it's not about a man or a woman. At the end of the day, it's you are an artist. You have, if you put to trial equally, if I give you Ali's example, both of us give equal amount of auditions and tests.
Yes. So you think it's 50-50?
Yeah.
But there you're wrong. The survey says it's 80% yes. They have to push through.
Really?
Yeah. The third one is women have to be more arrogant to be taken seriously. Otherwise, they're taken like, oh, she's not arrogant. She has no attitude. She's like...
Okay. I agree. This is something which I also feel like some people, because I'm too sweet and polite with everything, people sometimes you're taken for granted. Like, हाँ कर लेगी ये क्या ही बोलेगी. But then when they see the other side, they're like, okay.
Have you got to execute that part of yours every time because you're too sweet and too polite? So ऐसा होता है that you have to step up and be like, now I have to show them the other side which I have.
Sometimes when you're taken for granted, sometimes have to do it for yourself. You can't let people treat you like a doormat just because you're nice. You can't be taken for granted.
Sweet and blabbering girls are judged as being naive and available.
Yes. I think 85% people think like that.
You're right. It's 90% according to a survey, but yes. Anything?
I also feel that, sometimes I have to tell people just because I'm like, friendly and talkative, and I, you judge, okay, ये तो बहुत बातें करती है, ये तो बहुत chilled out है, ये तो नहीं ऐसे नहीं है. That's my nature because I don't feel uncomfortable, and
are you even taken as misleading at times, Jasmine, because you go friendly with everyone? Someone might take as like, oh, she's misleading, or have you been misunderstood on that?
Not misleading. Not misunderstood because I know the fact that I'll be judged for the nature I have being friendly and talkative. So somewhere very smartly I insert that in between. Okay, that's my nature. Don't think that I'm misleading you or taking you anywhere. I give that warning, safety warning.
So you're much aware of how people are gonna take you. Not bad. And the last thing is, money or financial independence bring more validation or fame?
It brings confidence, I feel.
But validation
makes you feel confident.
Like people think you're successful only when you're rich or when you're famous?
Yeah, when you're rich and famous, I believe both. Famous
works more? You think that works more? I don't know what's the general...
Yeah, because when you're more famous, then you're more in the eye of people everywhere, and people think, okay, she's doing good.
Yes.
Sometimes people are doing really well with the PR, but actually financial stability is not there.
True. No, you're right, but the ratio is 50-50 out there. But you're right. I think both of it works. So, Jasmine, you're very close to most of the answers, quite expected. So, you have this very sweet hamper for you from India Podcast, and naturally, hamper will send it to you through your team, and we hope
you like it. You.
But we have a very sweet last game. Again, it's about you being real and organic. So, very quickly, if you can tell us, most real personality you've met so far in your life?
It has to be a celebrity, famous?
No, anybody. I think someone your answer is a celebrity and close to you. So we are okay to...
No. Then I would say if it doesn't need to be a celebrity, then my mother.
Oh, so sweet. Yeah.
She's so real and organic, and I see how perfectly she goes and plays that part because, I see nobody ever feeling offended or hurt or bad anything because of her behavior. I'm seeing her since childhood. She just manages everything so well without being fake. Otherwise, at times, to please everyone, to keep everybody happy, we have to be little fake, and animated. I have seen her being so organic and real and still keeping everything in calm and peace.
Then one name for a celebrity, because I think then for a celebrity it becomes a little more difficult if you have to be real and organic all the time.
Bharti, I think nobody is more real and organic than her. She has no filters. She'll say whatever, everything, whatever, and she's so honest the way she approaches everybody and situation.
Most natural look or style for yourself?
Most natural or
look or style that you carry. What is the most natural look or style you believe is? Can be
casual.
Like anything specific about your wardrobe, you think, particular thing that you think is the most natural Jasmine look?
Oh, a loose t-shirt and shorts.
Okay. Most organic food item that you prefer to have with yourself? Like you must have it in a day.
Ghee.
It can be organic ghee. You have
it's
ghee.
Good fat. Yeah.
Seems so unlikely that you would always anyway pick that up. Natural beauty tip or hack that you believe in?
Natural beauty hack, I'll tell you, a lot of us apply tint on our cheeks and lips. I'll tell you a very natural hack. Just have a slice of beetroot on your bedside before you sleep and just rub it on your cheeks and lips and sleep. You do that for like a month, you'll have like naturally tinted.
Are you serious? I didn't know this. I thought you were telling me use a lipstick to do that.
No, and natural. It's just beetroot. You don't need any makeup. Like even if you want to go out, you can just do a little bit of your under eye to conceal, and you'll always have these blush cheeks.
Oh, so I didn't know this. This is so rare. I'm going to share this with people who are selling their natural cosmetics. But the last one before we let you go is a situation in life. If suppose there was no one judging you ever, you're in a world where there's no judgment. What is that Jasmine Basheen would do or would like to be? What is that one thing that you would do if there was no judgment in this world? कुछ भी कर सकते हो, कोई जज नहीं करेगा.
कुछ भी कर सकती. मैं तो already कुछ भी करती हूँ. I have never.
I knew you would come there, but is there anything left that keeps you a little hesitant even in today's world?
Honestly, I feel I'm very much at par. I don't think so. I don't think
you're not
so
a person.
I live my life the way I want. I've never been discreet about, my personal life, my relationships, my work, nothing. I've always been out there open. You judge me, it's okay. You're wasting your time because it doesn't bother me.
So let me share with us one turning point of your life. We know you have so many, but something which just turned a phase in your life, into a beautiful turning page of your life.
I think that would be Bigg Boss. I would give Bigg Boss that credit because, I was working, I was doing really well, everything was great. But after Bigg Boss, I just became so much more popular and so much more loved that wherever I step out, everybody knows, appreciates and loves me, and I see that in people when I meet them personally. So that would be Bigg Boss.
How sweet. Jasmine, one moment if you can give us with your favorite song or dialogue which defines you, or is your favorite? You've just come out with your new release. Anything that you want to share with us and leave the audience with, it'll be nice.
My favorite song, which also defines me, is Dil Hai Chhota Sa Chhoti Si Aasha.
You have to sing it, Jasmine. No, you said you do everything unfiltered, so I'm not judging you. This is the no judge moment from my end. Please allow us.
Okay,
something on the screen. We got you blocked here. Okay.
Dil hai chhota sa, chhoti si aasha, masti bhar man mein, bholi si aasha, चांद तारों को छूने की आशा. I can't sing more.
I think that was so cool. You're actually an unfiltered person. Thank you so much, Jasmine. One thought you want to leave us with? Any dialogue of honeymoon movie or anything that you want to leave us with, which is very close to you, or in your entire career, जो हमेशा mind में आ जाता है?
Yes. So it is from Honeymoon, where when Deep says कि इन सबको बता देते हैं हनीमून क्या होता है, and he's upset, and then I tell him कि इतने सारे लोगों का दिल दुखा के गए था की गए. It's like इतने सारे लोगों को हर्ट करके अगर मैं अपनी खुशी के लिए दूसरों को हर्ट करती हूँ तो मैं भी खुश नहीं रह पाऊंगी. It is one of my favorite dialogues, and I also believe in it that you cannot be happy by hurting 20 other people around you. You can never be.
And we don't believe you can ever do that. You don't appear like a person like that at all. All the best, Jasmine. Thanks for sharing so many thoughts on Women Beyond the Judgment. It's our pleasure to have you. And we also wish you good luck for all your movies, all your ventures. We want to meet you in person and record next time for your next release.
Definitely.
And all the best to you and Ali both. We did not have any particular question, but we are very happy to see you both together. It's a beautiful
Thank you so much.
Thing to see you guys together. So hope to see you soon, and thank you so much.